We shall be solving Ssc Cgl 2019 Tier 1 Shift 2 question paper of English. This is the pattern of Cgl examination. There are 4 tiers. Basically, there are three tiers, and for some posts, you will have to attend fourth tier. In Tier 1, you know that there are 4 segments: general intelligence and reasoning, general awareness, quantitative aptitude, English comprehension. Total marks would be 200, and there shall be 100 questions. Each question will carry 2 marks. For Tier 2, there are 4 papers: quantitative ability, English language and comprehension, statistics, general studies, and the total marks would be 600. And for English language and comprehension, there shall be 200 questions. Each question will carry 1 mark. In Tier 3, you can choose either Hindi or English. It is a descriptive paper examination. So for this paper, you'll have to prepare creative writings like essay, and you need to prepare letter writing, précis writing, applications, etc. So let us solve the question paper of 2019 CGL Shift 2 English question paper. Select the synonym of the given word. Synonym means you know very well. It's basically the similar word. You know the meaning of pathetic. Now pathetic, curious is not the synonym. Curious to know something, that is what it means. Like curious, I'm very I'm very curious to know something. And insignificant, something that is not important. Pitiful, it's very pathetic, so it is the right synonym of pathetic, pitiful. Now dull is, you know the meaning of dull. Dull is like dull-headed. Okay, dull is very monotonous, boring, and sometimes dumb person is also called as dull-headed. So pitiful is the answer. In the sentence, identify the segment which contains the grammatical error. So in which part do you think there is a grammatical error? The modern man is busy acquiring more and more wealth and designing ways to invest it in more sense pleasures. So the modern man subject is be verb, busy. Acquiring, busy, it's a verb here. Busy acquiring more and more wealth, and it's a linker. And designing, the man is designing, it's okay. Ways to invest it in more sense places. Here is the mistake. In more sensuous places. So number 3 would be the answer. Okay. Select the antonym of the given word. Hilarious, something very funny. Okay. So happy is not exactly the the synonym. It is actually the synonym of hilarious, happy. Sad, no, sad is the antonym of hilarious. Blithe, merry, these 2 terms also mean something very happy, something elation. So number 2 is the answer. Number 4, select the most appropriate word to fill in the blank. It is an, since it is an, so the answer would start with vowel, so it is not a problem. Each of the 4 options is starting with a vowel, and it is an blank day to start your new business. Audacious day, audacious something means very proud. Ominous means very sinister, very bad premonition, something like that. Occasional, it's frequent. Okay, it's often is the synonym of occasional. So auspicious day, that is the answer. What is the meaning of auspicious? Very it's very good day, or holy can be a synonym of auspicious. So auspicious is the answer here. Question number 5. Select the correct indirect form of the given sentence. So it is basically the narration change. He said to me, "What are you doing?" So you can see that here is a question mark within the quote. So he said to me, it would be he asked me. Okay, and what? It starts with a WH word. So he asked me what he was doing. That would be the answer. Here it is past, so it would when you lift the quote, it would also become past, and you would become he. So and he, so hence R would become was. So he asked me what he asked me. So sorry, you would become I. You would become I, right? You would become I. So he asked me what I was doing. Okay, so what I was doing, I think this would be the answer. He asked me what I was doing. Okay, let us move on to the next question. Select the most appropriate word to substitute the underlined word of the given sentence. If no substitution is required, select no improvement. There is a great degrade in values in modern age. There is a great degrade in values in modern age. Degrade, it is something that needs to be changed. It will be degradation of values. It will be degradation of values. So number 2 would be the answer. Okay, question number 7. Select the wrongly spelled word. Mansion. Mansion means large building. Extension. Extension, something extending something, adding something. Persuasion. Persuasion is pursuing something, requesting someone. Okay. Ostentation. That is the wrong spelling. Ostentation. That is the wrong spelling. Tation. That will be the answer. So ostentation, that is the wrongly spelled word here. Now we have comprehension. Now in the following passage, some words have been deleted. Fill in the blanks with the help of the alternative given. Select the most appropriate option for each blank. So basically, so machines were made to be man's servants. Yet man has grown so blank on them that they are in a fair way to become his blank. So select the most appropriate word for option 1. Man has grown so dependent would be the answer. Okay, so dependent on them that they are in a fair way to become his slaves. Masters would be the answer. On them that they are in a fair way, they means machines are in a fair way to become his, means humans, masters. Already men spend most of their lives looking after and waiting from under upon into upon machines, waiting upon machines. Machines are very stern bosses. They must be fed with coal and they must be fed. They must be fed with coal and given petrol, because be given. Okay, so they must be fed with coal and given petrol. Okay, to drink and oil to wash with, and must be kept at an optimum temperature. Okay, so here you see they must be fed with coal, and so they must be. So when you're putting must be, you need to use verbs past participle form. Okay, so that is why they must be fed. In this way, uh, they must be given petrol. Past participle form of give. Okay, so let us look at question number 13. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom. Now, what is idiom? In case of idiom, the phrase has a second order of meaning. It's not what you read, but there is a second order of meaning, and other meaning. Okay, on shank schmer, on sang schmer, on sang schmer means on foot. Okay, it's an idiom which means on foot. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom. A snake in the grass. A snake in the grass means it has nothing to do with snake, it has nothing to do with grass, but snake lurking in the grass. Think of the image. Now, what comes to your mind when you think of a snake in the grass? A secret enemy. So, number 2 is the answer. Select the antonym of the given word. Vicious. Vicious is very. It's a very bad person. It's a rogue. Hmm? So what is the antonym of it? Now think of baneful. Baneful is very bad person. Okay, sinful, who commits crime, who commits sins. Unfortunate. Unfortunate is not the antonym of vicious. Virtuous is the right antonym of vicious. Given below are the 4 jumbled sentences of the given options. Pick the one that gives the correct order. While ordering the sentences, you must start with finding the first and the last lines. Okay, so out of these 4 lines, what do you think is the first line? Nevertheless, would not be the first line. A change that is conducive to happiness may be termed as progress. It might be a first line. So B is the first line. Then you need to find out the last line. If you think that B is the first line, then what would be the last line? If B, a change that is conducive to happiness may be termed as progress. Uh, so, but different people find happiness in different ways, different things. So this would be the second line. The third line is, so if a change contributes to growth of the factors, it is progress. And I think this is the last line. This is the last line. So so B is the first line, and this is the last line. So B, C, A, D. I think this would be the answer. Question number 17 is about one word substitution. One who leaves his own country to settle in another. Okay. What does this word native mean? Native means people living in their own homeland or country. Foreigner, basically the people living in foreign countries. Tourists are the visitors. Immigrant is the answer. Immigrants would refer to people who are leaving their country for another country. And what is immigrant? Immigrant. People who are coming to one country from another country, they are called immigrants. Okay, so in India, if one person comes from Bangladesh and settled in India, it would be said this person is immigrant. And if one person is living in India to settle in Bangladesh, he would be called as immigrant. Okay, so immigrant is the answer. Once again, the jumbled sentences. Can I borrow your camera? I will give it back to you next week. I am going to jungle safari tomorrow. My friend told me that jungle is very beautiful in these days. So I told you the trick. You need to find out the first sentence and the last sentence. Obviously, number C is the first sentence. Okay. I am going to jungle safari tomorrow. My friend told me that jungle is beautiful in these days. See, 1, 2. Can I borrow your camera? And I will give back to you next week. So C, D, A, B. C, D, A, B. Number 2 will be the answer. Select the most appropriate segment to substitute the underlined segment of the given sentence. So if no substitution is required, select no improvement. If you think that this sentence needs to be developed, then select the right option. And if you think that no development is needed, then select no improvement. A man is pleaded for help. A man in need is pleaded for pleaded for help. A man in need, subject, predicate. A man in need pleaded for help. Pleaded, the word is absolutely perfect here. So I think no improvement is needed. So number 2 would be the answer. If you find in this line, if there is a grammatical error, you need to spot it. Now let us read the line. The Prime Minister along with other ministers have left for America. Now let us analyze the sentence. So the Prime Minister, it is subject 1, and along with the other ministers, this phrase is subject 2. Okay, and these two subjects are joined by along with, that is the linker. Okay, and here is the verb have left for America. Okay, so this is singular, this is singular, and this is plural. Now the rule is, if more than one subject is joined by the linkers like along with, so as, and others, then while considering the be verb, you will have to focus on the state of the first subject, whether it is singular or plural. So here it is singular, hence it would be has, not have. Okay, if two subjects are joined by the linkers like along with, so as, and others, then the singular tense or plural tense, singular noun or plural noun would decide the form of the be verb. Okay, form of the be verb and modals as well. So it would be has. So the Prime Minister along with the other ministers has left for America. It would be the answer. So 4 is the answer here. Question number 21. Select the correct active form of the given sentence. The thief was being arrested by the police. So it is basically voice change. Now this is subject, was, be verb, being arrested. So being here is there, arrested is the verb, and by the police. So by the police, clearly by the police, it is the predicate, basically it is the object or predicate basically. So here you can find that it is basically in passive voice. It is in passive voice, right? You need to make it active. So hence this object would become, or predicate would become, the subject, the police. The police was being, the thief was being arrested. The police was arresting the thief. That would be the answer, because was being is there. That means ing is to be used with verb. So if verb has ing in the active voice, in passive it would become being verb. Being verbs past participle. Okay, that would be the rule. That is the rule. So here the thief was being arrested, was being arrested, was arresting the police. The police was arresting the thief. That would be the answer. So select the most appropriate word to fill in the blank. He, a heinous crime. He made a heinous crime. He happened a heinous crime. Heinous means very bad, it's very gruesome, Is abominable. He occurred a heinous crime. No, he committed a heinous crime. So number 3 is the answer. Question number 23. Select the wrongly spelled word. Practical, this is the wrong answer. This is the wrong spelling. Flexible, it's okay. Flashy, it's okay. Elegant is okay. You know the very well the spelling of practical. 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 Okay. So number 1 is the answer. Select the synonym of the given word. Select the similar word for penitence. Select the similar word for penitence. Penitence similar word is repentance. It's repentance. You're repenting for something. It's like it's like prayashchitta or something. Okay. Select the word for the following group of words. So basically, one word substitution. A period of 10 years. Fortnight, it's 15 days. Millennium, it's 1,000 years. It's 1,000 years. It's 15 days. Fortnight means 15 days. Millennium means 1,000 years. Century means 100 years. Okay, or basically 100, not years. Decade means a period of 10 years. So number 4 is the answer. Reference, you can visit this website. Thank you for watching the video. Best of luck.